Welcome back to CF Clips. This is the Zastava, or as you correctly pronounce it, Zastava ZPAP92. It's a 10-inch AK that's as reliable as a Soviet tank and as cool as a James Bond villain. But all jokes aside, this is a very well built, very robust, very feature rich AK-47 platform. Let's dive in, starting with a tip. Of course, being chambered in 7.62 by 39. Right up front here, you have your night brake, which is a very large muzzle brake, might I add, and adds to the cool factor or the villain factor to this particular AK. Just behind that, you have the gas block underneath, but you also have a front sight tower post that has a white dot, a single white dot on it to help you focus in on your targets downrange, whether they're good guys or bad guys. Falling back, you have one of the cooler portions of the pistol. They have a quad rail. Now, the bottom rail has a hand grip or a vertical grip actually put into there because it's a pistol. Overall, it is very sturdy. You can't get this to creak in any which manner, no matter how hard you try, even if you throw it. Genuinely, the term built like a tank, or the phrase, is thrown around a lot, but this is genuinely built like a tank. Falling back just a little bit farther past that vertical grip, you have yet another picatinny rail. Now that's going to be great for any of the optics you're going to want to put on here. Of course, up front here on the sides, going to be great for any of the lights and lasers that you're going to put on optic in the back. Now, what's really cool about this one is the back plate here. When you take the pistol apart, you remove your dust cover, it actually is on a hinge. So I can't show you how to take it apart, but I can to show you what it works like after it's been. So this is what it does whenever it is taken apart. It doesn't actually come apart all the way. So you could argue that it's actually not taking it apart because it's still one piece. But your optic will right up here. Now, it can come down a little bit close to that other Picatinny. So if you have something mounted up here, that may cause some conflict with the optic. So you may be more looking at something like this at a 90-degree. But it sits up there. And then it does come down if you put some pressure on it, but it sits up there nicely without any pressure, of course, being put on it. Putting it back together, heading down from that dust cover, you have a bulge trunnion, which is very nice and is a feature that separates out Zastava from a lot of other manufacturers and gives you that really good Serbian kind of feel to it. Now, that 10-inch barrel is a chrome-lined barrel, of course, that bulge trunnion, and then overall just a very beefy action. And fun fact, built into the mag is a last round bolt hold open, just in case if you're wondering. Now, you also get a bolt lock feature built into the safety, so your traditional AK safety here with a little notch cut out, and it holds it open just like that. So something fairly unique and something that not all AKs come with. There's the 2 layers of bolt that you can hold open. With that being said, just down below that, you also have your mag release, which is what you'd expect on any AK. It is made out of metal, and it works very smoothly. Behind that, you have a metal trigger guard in that square-ish kind of form factor, and the trigger that it houses and protects. That trigger does feel pretty good, but it is an AK trigger. So I'm gonna show you what that looks like. Now, before we do that trigger pull, I do wanna show you, of course, we are empty. These firearms are always checked and empty whenever we begin out a video, just in case you were wondering. But that trigger, you have just a little bit of take up, and it almost is a surprisingly light pull after that. Well, you feel a little bit of a wall, and then it just breaks. Very smooth overall. The reset on it, little bit of movement, and there you go. It kicks it all the way back out to the very, very beginning of that trigger pull, and then back yet again. A good feeling trigger from an AK nonetheless. Now, one thing I love about Zastava here is just listen to this. It is so smooth. I don't know if you can hear it. It's so smooth. They do a very good job with their machining, and it's one of the things that they are known for, being a longer running AK manufacturer to begin with. It's just so smooth and sounds so satisfying. You make that sound and people are gonna go running. Now, down to the grip. The grip itself is polymer and it is black, just like the rest of this firearm. Now, they do give you a moderately aggressively textured grip on either side, and then the front and the back is smooth. But it is small and it is easy to hang on to, especially with that grip up front. And finally, we have that picatinny on the back that's going to allow you to put a brace on there if you wish, or if you're going to SBR it, you can get a full stock for it. Now, in review, you have a 10-inch chrome-lined barrel with that made famous by Zastava night brake. You have a quad rail picatinny with a grip just down below. You have a picatinny rail up top for an optic and a hinged dust cover. You have a bulged trunnion with Krinkov style rear sights, a 1.5mm receiver with a long stroke gas piston system. And of course, to top it all off, that rear style Picatinny plate. Now, in conclusion, If you're looking for an AK that you can throw every accessory on that's built like a tank and has some very unique features overall, then this might just need to be the ZPAP92 from Zastava. Might just need to be at the top of your shortlist. All in all, Zastava is bringing build quality and functionality here on this particular AK variant. If you have any experiences with the Zastava ZPAP92, please leave a review down below. We would love to see your comments. That is all I have for you today. God bless. Stay safe. It is time to end.